Oh, right. I literally had just come here and done it. There's another Everjail. Done that Everjail. Have not done that one, the Stormhill one. Also have not been over any of this bit here. Or here. Or most of this. I'm pretty sure that I found, like, I did that after coming out of there. Yeah. Stellar Crystal Tunnel. Or maybe I just rode into there, grabbed that, and then ran out. I don't know. We're not leaving Limgrave until you find the thing in East Limgrave. Fair. I will, however, do Stormhill Everjail. Because I feel like challenging something there that may cause me pain. Nope, 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 nope. Good luck. Oh, great. I didn't even care if I killed him or not. He was just about to blow his trumpet, so I went, nope, clonk. The fact that you say good luck makes me think that I'm not going to be breezing through this. If Velcro's it, fucking why not? It's become very loose and not work properly for my new footrest. Going Christmas days, that's quick. I mean, the more you use Velcro, the less it works. You'll see. Oh, no. Enter the Everjail, sure. I'm worried now. Crucible Knight. Oh, I don't like this already. Oh, he's got a lot of health. That's a tanky boy. Oh, that's most of my stamina. Oh god, that's me dead. Nearly, no, Jesus Christ. Thankfully, one of my tears is now almost full. That's a not. I'm sorry, what the fuck is your attack combo? Oh, too much is what it is? Nope. I hate enemies that use shields in Souls-likes because they never work the way that they should. God, I see what. How I'm not dead? I don't know. Crucible Knight. Yeah, I'm not going to him for a long while. You may once and not use it to take off. Weird. All of it is his attack combo. That is bullshit. I'm going to go back to the last stake of Starry. Actually, Stake of Marika is not going to. Oh, my runes are going to be in the. Oh no, they're not. Oh, they're going to be right there. Oh, thank fuck! I'm going to go grab them. I'm going to go grab these, and I'm going to go somewhere else. This guy is a roughly soul level 80-ish enemy boss. Oh, yay! Oh yeah, that fits FromSoft. Hey, look, this is something you could explore. It's in the early game, yeah. Haha, fuck you. Ugh. It's like this strewn all over last year of Nostalgia. Oh look, it's bad game design. Back in a sec. Oh. Easy room retrieval of the ever gels is a good thing. Oh, it really is. I'm actually surprised that it's that easy to do. Okay, so I need to go north from here then. Yeah, north. Yeetus! Ow. Ah, you bastard. Oh, the Blood Fountain Fang, such a good weapon, love that thing. +2. I want it to be +3, but I can't find any of the smithing stones. I say I can't find them like I've been hunting high and low for them. I have not. Behold grass. Why is there a stake of Marika here? Because that's the alternate way of getting in there. No, thank you. Also a slight tip northwest from that grace alongside the cliff coast. There is a small cemetery with a pre-decent ash summon. From this grace? I've been encountered. Like, I have an enemy attacking me. Or as aggro to me. Did you go back to the shack where the lady was, by the way? Yes, she is now in Round Table Hold. Look at the map again for the wooded area west of the shack, Grace. Oh, this bit here. So along there's a cemetery with a ash summon in it. Okay. Let's have a look to see if there's anything else I missed in here. It's cool. Stormhill Shack. There is nothing else here that I can see. Message, I'll listen carefully. Seems to me it's like a dream. First off arms and then legs. Okay. I'll graft her head if you know what I mean, if you get what I'm saying. Mal. Oh shit. I'm glad I jumped when I did, randomly. I heard the howls, I was like, wait, what? I was like, why would Blade be here? I was like, wait, no, that's not Blade, that's just Wolfie Wolves. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, my pants. God damn it, Mal. It's one time you're excessively horny. You know, without Aki being here. For a second I thought you were talking about the Vampire Hunter Blade. No. Going for the really high quality ashes, are they? Is that... That's up. That's probably where I'm supposed to be going. I think there's a little hill up to here. Sea cap, I'm always excessive. I mean, to be fair, you say ash summons like I actually use them. I probably should. Really probably should. Oh, these jellyfishes seem... No, they're not hostile, they're just moving. Undead ahead, be wary of death. Falls from the ceiling, falls on Mal. Hello and welcome to Orium. Well, Mal got squished. Smithing stone, woo! Oh, yep, there's the undead. I got squished somehow from tiny person. Velocity. Just like, you know, even dropping a coin off of a tall building can kill someone. Do not see it. Well, disproving Mythbusters? Yeah, it's not true. Ah, fair enough. I've not watched much from Mythbusters. But still, you know, tiny object at a high enough velocity can kill you. Like, you know, that's how bullets work. Further near the cliff edge side, there will be taller graves. I'm guessing it's not that one then. Coin's terminal velocity isn't high enough to lethally harm someone. Will be if it's fired from a blunderbuss. In the graveyard. Hug the big wall to your left. Wrong cliff edge, that was my bad description. Oh. That's not terminal velocity anymore. True. That's accelerated velocity. It's like, isn't it the same sort of thing that's, you know, a squirrel technically can never die from falling because it's not large enough to ever reach terminal velocity? Something like that. Your skill increases all my stats by 9. Jesus. Unlike the Germans, you wouldn't be saying 9 to that. Why are there red jellyfish? Is that where the ash is? Is it one protected by the red jellyfish who are clearly going to be hostile to me? If that is the case, yoink. Yep, ow. Oh, it's ranged. And it's doing something to me as well. That was not the ash. There's something there though. God. Oh, and there's something there as well. Blood rose. 3 of them. Ow. There it is, Godric Sword Rashes. Yeah. Wait. How are those things good? I kill those things for a living. With very little effort. 9mm bullets only weighs roughly 800 grams. Yeah, I'm taking the piss. God damn it, Pokey. Ah. I'm not even sure why I'm surprised. The Godric Soldiers actually are good because of their versatility. Right. I'm just going to hop back to this and then go north and try and go under the bridge. Fuck you. Just because I don't know how to kill you. If shields, blunt and slashing weapons plus crossbows, then there's 2 of them. Okay. Right. Oh, this is the thing. This is the path. I'm just not gonna yodel the Spanish national anthem if I'm needed. I can't yodel, but I could just say the Spanish national anthem really loudly. Summons 2 Godric soldiers, one who will engage in melee to aggro with a mace and shield, another with a crossbow will hang back unless they are pressured, in which case they'll engage in melee. Because of this point of the game and can last for upgrades pretty far. Fair. Probably use them more often, shouldn't I? Hi?
Please, I can read them. Your fingers, please, your fingers.
I'll show you these hands.
Bless you. Head to the foundation of gold tarnished. Traverse Rea Lucaria, glintstone eventide, and reunite the half-crescents at the grand lift. Oh, but the bridge is collapsed and cannot be crossed. Only, why should that matter?
Hello, welcome. Greetings, my supporters available if needed. Just on Overwatch 2 suffering. No problem at all. I appreciate the offer. That is 2, potentially 3 offers I have, and I will quite happily call any and all in when needed. Scoot. Yeah, Scoot. Gonna have a little heart-to-heart.
Please, I can read them. Your head.
Yeah.
Oh,
You do not have my support. Didn't think I would. I know my place when it comes to you, Mal. I play too many games where square is used. Oh, new cookbook. I just thought of a new recipe. Mal, to torment the meek. But Scoo's not here. Well, actually, no, Scoo's right there. So I've still got all of that to explore, potentially. The rest of this... There's that I haven't explored yet, which might contain a flask upgrade. I don't think I want to actually go into this area. This area seems nasty. There's that, which could be something. There's these that could be something. Water catacombs. Oh, yeah, because I bled the dragon and went all the way up there. The off-path leads to a way to just skip Godric and Margaret if you wanted to. Yeah. I came back the other way from that after killing Godric. Speedline to Linear of the Lake. And also the thing you haven't found yet. Yeah, somewhere in here. Somewhere. We'll see how stupid the OP is gaming chat. Liz wants me to look at her penis. Oh my god. Hit Pukwodgie Medicine Wodge with the flaming disposable hefty sharpened Great Aunt's Greatsword for 43 physical damage and cause 2 bleeding and cause 1 on fire. Jesus Christ, Lydia. I mean, if your penis causes bleeding and someone to be on fire, you might want to get checked. interrupted the council's decision on my fate. Decided to take my fate into my own hands. Killed the council. No, 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 no. Would have been a grisly end. Wait, is that a... Curse you Elden Ring developers for making the messages and item glows look almost identical from a certain distance. Kill the Council of Lydia fans. Oh no. It's fine, it can't have been all of them. Lydia's got more than 3 fans. Go drink the wrath of the Almighty. It is... Yes, that is the wrath that the Almighty has chosen to descend upon mankind. Pepsi. Actually, I can't work out whether it would have been funnier to for that or to say, all God's Pepsi it's going to have to do. Is that this fabled Colosseum I've heard of, the PvP arena? The fact that it's chucked me off of torrent here kind of says maybe. Yep. Oh, Resistant Henricus. That's a NPC invader. Oh, Jesus! I actually don't know if this is a player or not now. Whoa. Ow. Oh no 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 fuck. Got a talisman. This Colosseum has been there forever. The real Colosseum PvP stuff is round table hole. There'll be a statue in the fireplace. Ah. At least that's the only way you can get in. NPC, that's an NPC. It's pretty dog shit. Slap him. Don't forget to use that extra war. What arm are you in? Vagabond, knight helmet, banished, knight stuff, and vagabond and banished, basically. It's the best I can wear with my equip load. Competitive multiplayer. Use Julius Fill fingers to write a red summon sign. Competitive multiplayer will begin once you have been summoned by a player from another world. You take the role of an adversary, Julius, and your objective is to defeat the host fingers who summoned you. Okay. Okay. I'll banish that chest piece. Never had one of those guys drop armor for me. I think I found it, actually. I don't think it was an enemy drop. Limgrave Colosseum. United Combat and Combat Ordeals. To engage in combat with other players, touch the effigy of Marika in a Colosseum. United Combat and Combat Ordeals will be undertaking in this venue. Two teams of fighters clash. Combat Ordeals or all-out brawls in which every combat turns out for themselves. So it's basically, it is the PvP arena. It's just you don't have to access it solely from the round table hold, it seems. You can open them now. Yes. So several of those chess pieces. Go Colosseum. Who knew they made the Colosseums around the world openable? To be fair, in all fairness, this is FromSoft we're talking about. That's a very good assumption to make. Because the number of times that they have said, oh yeah, they've made the doors like, oh yeah, look, door. This could be openable at some point in the future. It's never openable in the future. There are two things to note here other than the Colosseum. In this small area or in this location in general? Like, are we talking up till that bit, that sort of thing? Or are we talking in, like, this entirety of this bit? I'm betting that Pokey's going to say yes. Golden Valmash of all around is around here. I have no idea what that is. I should try and find the full set of armor set to drop the last time, but I could just not get the gloves drop. Oh. Guess what? Buff your attacking resistances. Touch Bloodstain. Oh, yeah, that's a death drop then. Well, not so much a death drop, it's more, you know, if you fall, you will die. Which I suppose is kind of the same thing, but it's more like there's no death floor there. It's just, you know, it's too high. I see a testicle. I see a U. You look like a tree sentinel. Well, not. Come back here. Be yeeted from existence. A level 1 Somber Smithing Stone. Thanks. Mountain Knight. Kill that knight on the horse. There we go. Yukichi Katana is also around here. Oh! The dungeon with it. Dungeon entrance. It being said as also being here means that that is not the boss that Poke was talking about. Well, there's stuff down there. Stuff down there. There's also forestry over there. And, oh, you can eat yourself over there without dying. In fact, when you knock an enemy off the horse, get off your horse and press R1. Oh, right, yeah, to do a critical while he's on the floor. Keep forgetting that. I also keep forgetting how to quickly get off my horse. I have remembered it in the course of saying that. Clicking in the left stick. Just go wee. Or go woo. Doesn't actually seem to be anything in this wood. I say without actually properly looking around. It does appear to just be a wooded area. Damn it. Why aren't you silly goat horse? Stop having realistic turning physics. It's unbecoming of you. You're a game character. That dungeon also has delicious food for someone. Oh, it's got a load of shit in it. Oh, hi. See what I can do to you. So. The shack with a grace and the NPC that sells ashes of war in that wood. Hey, Drez. Hey, buddy. I haven't forgotten about you, but you do have 45 minutes until dinner. Look at the statue with the glowing cuts and them. You meant to also have them destroy it to get items. Oh, right. Oh, yeah, sorry, it's also raid time. We downed another boss for the first time this week. We're down 6 out of 8. Nice, congrats. Okay, so the stuff over that way is mostly mostly done already. Oh, did not see this. Strength not crystal tier. We're up to naughty business already. Before we were dealing with furries, now we're dealing with knots. I mean, to be fair, we were dealing with knots before as well. It's just a theme at this point. Our boss is a corrupted dragon of some sort. Of course it is, because it's World of Warcraft. They have very little imagination. You've captured that quote, Sorian. Ah, there is said shack. Where is Dragonflight? Yeah, but still, I'm still going to call old Blizzard on having no imagination. And, you know, racists in their game design. Or art department, at least. Level up? Can I level up? I cannot. Oh, I'm close to leveling up. I'm not saying wrong at all. It does have many issues. Yes, they do. They have more issues than a newspaper. Then that was 5-ish, and now it's to 44 AM. I have a pierogi at 22-ish. Yeah, it's dinner for the cats, because they get fed at somewhere between 6 and 7 in the morning, and then 5:30 in the evening, and then 9:30 at night. Oh, you're only level 37. Whoops. Mal, have you been directing me to go to stuff which is out of my level range? Loki, have you been doing the exact same? Oh. Oh, this is the guy who sells the ashes.
Not seen you before. Name's Bernard. Tarnished, just like you.
Is it just me, or is this really quiet?
Are you here in the lands between to take up the fight? Does your faith in the guidance...
Might have enough runes in the inventory for level. True. I may have over-leveled my character a tad. Oh. Well, it's a good thing that I have a password, isn't it? My faith holds firm.
Yes, you're a tarnished through and through.
Jay, slow welcome, little bro.
But that's a quality needed now more than ever.
His armor behind the helmet is so sexy.
The torch of my battle arts. All I know is the sword.
It's a bit liony for me.
My time to.
I couldn't, I couldn't
Pass him on to a good and proper.
I couldn't take his armor. I'd be lying around all day. What's your other chest piece? Get Kate back. You've chosen poorly. Okay, if I said I'm not sure, would he have attacked me? And this is what you were leading me to. His alliance. Ew, I agree. Skill. Stormblade, quick step. And thrust, okay. No, it does nothing, I'm taking the piss. Or are you taking the piss for saying it does nothing?
Lands that I've yet to discover. Mementos of all the warriors who
And is there
lost their arms in battle, lost and died. A fine tale.
For some reason I was about to say, is there money in the kettle?
That's how I
Not
feel
water,
for the
money.
sword and the arts of combat. It grants meaning even to falling in battle, to death itself.
Okay. I will be right back. There's no cat around the chair. To get a cup and somewhere to put the tea bags. Oh. Hopefully there's no money in the kettle. That can't be good for the kettle. Well, how else am I going to get a nice rich cup of tea? Along the road near the bridge, you will find what you seek. Okay. We can go to random quote, guys. I hit the button. Box 6 outside over the easiest things. Now gets a random quote. Oh my good god, that's sharper than a metal-coated werewolf cock. That would be a sour. Not what I expect to see. Don't matter. Just taking a sip.
Floating on a boat, eh? Well, there's no rush. Knowledge of the arts can wait another day.
Is it just me, or is the fact that he's got bloodstains around him the fact that people have tried to fight him and lost? Right, okay, yeah, I was going to look in my inventory to see if I had any rune items. 4, maybe? No, not most probably. Definitely. That is not... That's not enough. That's 400 too few. Bugger. Okay, so along this road, you mean, Pokey? Sure, one's the choice to find, but the most won't be from him. Yes, indeed. So what's his people dying to right here, if not to him? I'm worried. I'm worried because I don't know this game and my chat is is a very, very good mix of helpful and shitposty. I'm pretty sure that wasn't a maddened one because I only got 5 for it. Guilt. You rest at the grace and choose pastime until night, you'll see. Could be appropriate level. Okay, but first off I see an item over here. Those are going to be rune fragments. Why are there so many giants here? I don't like this. Oh, it's one of those things. I mean, surely, you know, telling me the way to encounter the unknown thing that will probably kick my ass is better than me, you know, completely missing it. Also, this isn't night? Last time until nightfall. I mean, it is night. Into the shack. Need to approach it at nightfall. Yep. Waiting at the shack till nightfall, it won't work. So I need to go to another I need to go to a different shack, wait till nightfall, and then go back to that one. Dude, okay, let's rest till nightfall. There's no time sensitive quests, as in you know, you only have a certain amount of time to do it. Until nightfall. No. Just needs to be activated at night. Into a backflip above and staying aimhead. I don't do, but I wasn't at the shack because of progress gets why it works for me. Bloodstain. Yeah, he definitely looked like he fought Bernard. Teleporting advances time. Oh, fuck. What's the time now? Oh, it's still night, though? Got a buffet. So I've got to go back there, advance till nightfall again, and then dash over on Torrent. This is either a very, very elaborate and very finicky trigger, or I'm being very, very elaborately memed. Approach the shack like you're dear looking Jotaro, you filthy boy. So it is this direction. Good. Okay. Come on, buddy. Oh, you're just some dude. Now activate the grace. What? What am I missing? Needs to be near midnight-ish. I feel like I want to go onto Google or F Extra Life and find out what exactly the requirements are, but also at the same time I don't want to be spoiled. Quit the game and load back in. Okay. I feel more and more like I'm getting memed. Lydia, open up. It's from sort of event quest trigger in its perfect glory. Tired from that. Aww. Many pets for the fuzzy prote. It's not what I was wanting to go for, but that's where we are. Lydia is now temporarily transformed into a prote. Where's hey, as Bando? Google it now. Someone else Google it. That guy looks like he's trying to get it to happen as well.
There you are. Decided
Bring,
to
please.
the torch of my battle hearts. Not floating your well.
Ring, please. Maybe I teleport back to this one and then run over? Why something from him is another suggestion someone has given. Teleporting is not advanced time that much. Doesn't work until you bought something. I'm really confused because it just worked for me. Yeah, well, apparently Fallout 76 just works. Attempted it. Oh, there's no Bertram there. So something's here now. What the dicking shit is that? Oh, why have you done this to me? I got memed to death. Meet Vader. He's like a faith to serving. Man, Pokey killed me. And Widgren. Widgren was also helping to get that thing spawned. Spawned. I'm a picture up Pokey. That was it, was it? That was literally what you were there for. You literally just wanted that to happen. That was the last thing that Pokey wanted me to see in this place. Okay, right, well, there are my runes. Now seek what you need to seek. Rich. Oh, yes. Seek. Now you know that some bosses only ever spawn at night. See, that I've got no issue with. I have got no issue with some bosses only spawning at night. Hey, PS, why are you under my chair? Can you stand up? You're not going to be able... I'm going to have to bank those push-ups then. Because I don't want to scoot the chair back and run Capius over. But yeah, I've got no issue with bosses only spawning at night. Just them being that finicky over how to get them to spawn... Not a fan of that bit. Right, now to go and find what Pokey wanted me to find this entire time, which is probably going to be even worse. And also, screw you, Mal. So I should be about the right level for it. Yeah, about the right level to be fucked in half by it. Oh. The other case of bosses spawning at night aren't as finicky as him. Capius wants to be kind of saving from push-ups. Capius has just moved, but at the same time I have just gotten into combat encounter, so I'm gonna need to put off those push-ups until I can deal with these guys. We can let this 40, I believe, so get good. Have you seen me, Mal? Have you seen the amount of damage he was doing to me? Have you seen the little amount of damage I was doing to him? Then again, that's just Elden Ring in a nutshell. This is what we recommend you to do. And what we recommend you to do is get fucked. Battle trap. Well, considering that nothing's coming in attacking me, might have spoke too soon. Definitely spoke too soon. Battle traps. Not my first encounter with them. I'm head to bed early tonight. I'm actually tired. Good. I'm glad. Hopefully means you're going to get some good sleep, Jace. Eating spells. I think he's seen me. Yep, he's seen me. So that any recommended levels in this game are all about 10 to 20 levels too low. Yeah, I would agree with that. Bullied. Oh, jeez. Ooh, got his great sword. And his gauntlets. For context, I fought the War Master Shack Bellbearing Hunter at level 140. Also, you got good in the sense of out-leveling things by 100 levels. Damn, Mal. You're sweatier than a gym goer's arse crack. I can't tell if this is the thing that Pokey wanted me to find or not. I got good in the sense I didn't know it existed until that level. Oh. Lydia goes for a random quote and gets the way it's developed and dialogue options. That is really fucking creepy. That's semi-recent as well. I have no idea what the fuck that is. Mal, please work your magic and find out, see if you can find the context to that. Suffering cat is not what you must seek. So further along the same road than Pokey. Capus has moved, so I'm going to go and do those push-ups because I'm now in a safe place. Sneaky sneak. As you can see, I'm deep in the bush, so okay, spending time with Lydia. Okay, I return. And sorry if sorry if you got spooked by just suddenly arm coming down the camera. I had to get out my my phone. Right, let's see. Actually, no, I didn't. Yes, I did. I need to change that. So that is 25, and that is now 10. That's that done. We can remove the fact that I've banked those push-ups as well. Let's see, one's done. Still leveling up my level 5 character because I filled another 20 or so levels. Fair. Well, this is not updated, but I'll give it a go. Oh, right, yeah. It is getting her box ready for me, apparently. Hello and welcome. I'll go and do those push-ups in just a second. Flavor is citrus pain. Thank you, E, for your contribution to the SCP Stream Challenge. Feels like Satan took a shit in my mouth and stamped on my face. I think that was a Twinkie and a sour combo. Those don't help. Reading the copycat deck in Playday 2 standard, this seems a bit ridiculous. I feel like I've been stabbed in the eyeballs from underneath with Satan's arse hairs. Yeah, that really doesn't help either. Well, it seems to be either sours or Twinkies around it, so God knows which same. Anything Satan seems like sours. It pretty much is. Okay, let's go one quote before, shall we? Which was quote 1011. Twitch Chitch. I don't even know what that was even supposed to be. Oh no, check Twitch, apparently. That makes even less sense. And thank you to both Lydia and Pokey for your contributions to the SCP stream. Quote 1014. The way it's developed on the dialogue options, that's really fucking creepy. Oh, yeah, that's the one we're trying to get context for. Let's see. Quote 1010? It's like sucking from Lilith's tits and washing it down with a glass of Satan's cum. But saying to shit, I've had to stab to my face. Either this was, the time that I just made a lot of complaints about sours, or there was a lot of nothing going on between those quotes. So I think we're ever going to find out. One last one. Fucking Christ, I'm being teabagged by Satan. Not a sour one. You know, so it uses perks from other perks decks while having its own perks too, resulting in ridiculous like dodge anarchist. Oh, I could use that for Uber Ultra Dodge. Oh, yes. Literally gets quote 1016. Is it surprise or anal? Or, you know, they'll come at A and they'll call them butt sex. Otherwise, seeing as they could all be from separate streams, they very could be. We'll get there one day. To the context or to the butt sex, Lydia? I will leave you to ruminate on that and come to a decision while I go and do the push-ups for me. Both. Okay. A vagina just watched us shore. Oh, that's Final Fantasy X. Could it have been a Final Fantasy X here with the dialogue options? Is that where it is? Did something very shifty get said in Final Fantasy IX? Is that what it was? Because I can't remember what else I was streaming at that point in time. Bugger. Let's see. Oh yeah, 9, not 10. I mean, Lydia, if that's your reaction to my presence, then hey, it's one way to get wet. My neighbour Totora. Never saw someone run away from a vagina so fast. We found the vagina quotes, yeah. That must have been one of the last Final Fantasy IX streams. There's only 200 quotes or so between then and now, although then again there have been some dry quote days. Bridge seek it, yes. Seek lest. Some stuff in here, apparently. Not doubting the validity of the info that there's something here. All I think was the vagina logs. Big brother, is it time for my vagina yet? See, that was just very much a, you know, a lead into incest porn. Speaking of, you know, shiftiness and anal, hello Vesp, welcome. Almost to a death there, almost, in real life and in game. Now gets a random quote and gets by Santa's bristly ballsack. That was a very early one. Get the feeling you weren't the one that threw the bollock. Oh, he might have been. Oh, Jesus! I really should make sure I've killed everything in this camp before I start getting careless like that. I'm literally leaving them on 1 hit point with every hit, or every first hit. It's kind of slightly annoying. I'm 1 level up away from killing them in 1 hit. Well, the first Crucible got nommed from Twitch, so I'll have to stay on YouTube, but I can download the rest. Entirely fair. Nommed as in you can't find any more, you know, unpublished, or nommed as in it had a copyright thing and went no. Right, okay. Continue down this path. Needed due to time. Oh, right. Fair. Yeah, that 2 weeks thing is a real bastard. That's why I moved everything to YouTube.
Can you hear me? Help me. I'm stuck.
I said, okay, I'm really super happy to be up. No problem at all, Lee.
Hello? Anyone?
Pokey, is this what you wanted me to find? Meet best boy.
Oh, my stars. I'm so happy to see you. I am Alexander, also known as the Iron Fist. And as you can see, I'm stuck here. Please, can you help me out of this?
Yeah, sure.
My thanks. 1,000 thanks. Just give me a good smack from the rear with something nice and big. And I'll pop clean out, I'm sure. Don't dally. There's no need to fret. I'm very well trained. Give it your all, I say.
I've just been invited to do something smacking from behind with something very big, and that he's very trained. Well. Italian dude, I mean pot dude. Alexander pat pat pat. Zip. Oh, that's fine. I hear about the same kind of thing from Lydia and Vesp fairly often. That ass. Yeetus? Yeetus? There we go. Triumphant delight. No horny bonking here. Well, actually, no. Bonk, do a lot of horny bonking, but don't bonk people for being horny.
Well played, good lady. Well played. Though that mighty wallop of yours almost spelt the end of me.
Said you were well trained.
Well, I'm out now.
That was a bonus. Oh, right.
Aye, thank you. And as a token of my appreciation, I'd like you to have this.
I gave him anal. He responded with his meat. His ceramic jar. Yeah, sure. I'll get meat in exchange for anal. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good.
Once again, the pleasure is mine. I am the warrior jar known as Alexander. Iron Fist Alexander, in fact. I journey to the east, where I intend to further my education in the ways of war.
Thank you for catching that, Lydia.
These lands lie the scarlet, rot-blighted Caelid wilds. And upon their southern edge is Redmane Castle, in which a festival of combat is being held. I'd heard whispers of such festivities before. Doesn't the notion set your breast aflutter?
Jarman, here's best jar. Go a bit closer to the bridge and then go down. Go to the other bit. A bit closer to the bridge. So up onto those cliffs, you mean? Because there's something there. And then continue on the road. The bridge. Yes, sir. Oh, that bridge you mean? Get a bit closer to the bridge and then continue, and then go to the other. Then go to the other bit. As I'm just blah. I can see why. He really strikes me very much as being the Onion Knight of this game. Oh, the side of Grace down there. And does be somewhere in Souls games in one look or another. It usually is Onion Dude. Usually is. Sorry, what are you? Oh, hi. I keep forgetting those things only do anything if I'm not at max tier flasks. Oh, great! It's another mad pumpkin head. Oh, that's wonderful. Bit closer to the bridge. Then go to the other bit. Do you mean the other bit is in on the other side of this bridge, or have I gone past the other bit? Back. I'm guessing you mean up here? Because that's closer to the bridge. Where's this here? I'm guessing this is it then. Unthinkable. Our hallowed resting place is violated. To refuse the air tree's call to return, to live within death, sickening. Oh, Pokey's messaged me. Ladder. Indeed, Pokey. Indeed, ladder. You await. Is this, you await my fate, or you await to be summoned? Because fate, I will press on. Summoned, I will dip my finger into something. And whilst I'm waiting on that, I will do an upgrade. Can. Dex, you're getting up so I can get more damage. Damage. Memorize spell. Don't know any. Don't know. Zoom. Also, there's an option there, sort chests. So, well, it's kind of in place already. It's fine. And flat. You can join if needed. Oh no. Soon. Zan. I mean, yes, you are, Lydia. Do it now. Locked by some contraption. And Zan has gotten an offer that he's not going to be able to refuse. Why? Oh, you're trying to just chuck spells at skeletons. Human bone shard. Yeah, I did wonder if that was going to be a mild gank. Yeah, I'm wise to you. I've played enough Dark Souls games. I've played enough FromSoft games. I've played Dark Souls 3 and 1 and 2 and Bloodborne and Sekiro. I thought that was an item. Touch the cow. Go. I'm having to get used to equip load. I know Nostal Guy had it, but that's a simple system. Bloodborne spoiled me the actual Souls game. Yeah, true. I mean, at least in this, helpfully, if you go into equipment, it says on the right there, like, actually, point down there, med load or heavy load. It actually says that. In all other Dark Souls games, it does not. It lets you just figure it out. Senior Roles Initiatives really shows. Yes. May not be good, but I know what to expect, at least. Your med load. It tends to be the best one. Like, in fairness, it's like one of the most relied upon ones because it gives you mid-rolling, which has got a decent amount of iframes. Managed to actually pull him away from his friend. And yet his friend's still attacked. Oh, Jesus Christ. Just got an arrow right in the back of the neck. Fucking hell. She's going to need help getting that one out. And she doesn't usually need anything straight taken out for her. She's usually quite able to manage her on her own. Like this. I know that's going to come alive. I know there's a lot of skeletons in here that are going to come alive. There's at least 3. There's another one. There's 2 over the edge of there. There's going to be that one coming alive, that one coming alive. There's one hiding behind there. Oh, there's one up there as well, you sneaky bastard. By the way, under the staircase in the other room is a thin corridor in one of the walls. Okay. It's been eventually, you don't have to stop because there was an arrow on my neck. So you're right, Mal. Thank you for that. Well, the fact that there's a blood stain right at the end of it does make me think that you're luring me into a trap again. There are blood stains here and an apparent innocent lily at the end. I don't like this. I do not trust it. Indeed, Lydia. Bones on the floor there. Go run and we'll try and be back soon. No problem at all, Vesp. Have yourself a good and safe errand run. And if not, I will talk to you after you're done. There you are. Yeah, he's infamously untrustworthy. This is true. Unless you need someone to drop down an elevator shaft, then he's definitely the one you want to go to. Brave Violet. So do people just get ganked by 2 skeletons? Is that what I'm seeing here? Between me and Pokey is that Pokey leads you to danger. I forget about the danger present in the place I lead you to. True. Look like Lily of the Valley. Oh, God. Lead me to the Lily of your Valley, Leo. You can bonk me all you like, Lydia, but as soon as I... Oh, there's Uchi Katana. Oh, there's... Button dickheads. Oh, more of them. Okay, now I see why people are dying here. Yeah, you may bonk me for that, Lydia, but, you know, as soon as I reacted, you knew exactly what went in my mind. So I walk through the Valley of the Shadow of Geth. I take a look at myself and realise there's only Shepherd left. I'll have you know I'm the most trustworthy individual here. True, Pokey. It's just, you know, we can always trust you to be acting in either my interest or your own. Oh, there they are. I'm going to put voice up to maximum because that was really quiet whenever someone's spoken to me. And there's the little Ihi that we know. You know, the most consistent weapon in every From Souls game. Mm-hmm. Have you had a little known weapon called... If you say Thunder Fury, Blessed Blade of the Windseeker, I'm going to rage quit. My great sword. Okay, fair. Equipment. Let's have a look at the Uchi. Let's have a look at the Uchi. Oh, it's only better in terms of weight. Is he... Since when was the Uchi a worse dex scaling weapon than anything else? To be fair, it also causes quite a lot of blood loss build-up. Only 10 less than my one, and it will probably swing faster. Never heard of it, sounds trash. Well, let's have a little swing of it. I'm not going to use it, because it's not upgraded. Ooh, that's a nice little bit of animation there. It's level 0, not upgraded. The bleed level goes up when it's upgraded? Well, I'm going to have to... There. That, I believe, has paused it. But I've got to very quickly go and feed the cats, so I'll be back in just a second. No, the scaling... Oh, right. Gave weapons a 4-hit moveset to stop infinite R1s. Makes sense. Back in a sec. I return. Sorry about that. Level 0 weapons historically have low scaling typically, as the Uchi can now level up to 20 plus 25 instead of standard plus 10. Low science scaling in the other games makes sense. Try plus 15, Mal. Dark Souls 1, the maximum you could enhance a non-magic weapon was plus 15. This context of thinking Elden Ring Uchi is D&D strength, dexterity, but in Dark Souls 3 is like DC strength. Yeah, this thing is DC. Except, you know, not the bad kind of DC. ACDC? Yes. Of course you're familiar with that, Lydia. It's, you know, how you get charged. I forgot Dark Souls 1 did that. Yeah. Dark Souls 1 had plus 15 max scaling for most weapons, and then you could also improve your armor as well, which was a pain in the ass. Ridiculously weird mechanic. It's like a freaking pincushion now. Okay, I'm starting to understand why there's all those bloodstains. Grave glove wort. Wart. Wart. Oh, hey, it's me in MC when I get ambushed by skeletons. I look like a pincushion. Or, you know, it's you when you're having fun with Team Sandwich. Multiple penetrations. First off lever and then let there be Archer. Oh no. Pull lever. Somewhere heavy doors opened. Just saw an update on Logan Paul crypto scam. He pulled up the criminal record of a guy as a way to prove his word can't be trusted, even though he hides said criminal. He said apparently that criminal's grave was expunged, was no longer public. I'm not sure on the details, but Jesus Christ. Jesus. Lever. Oh. It appears to have been the right lever. Oh, but it spawned two more archers. So those ones I was certain that were going to get up at the end of it. Oh no, it's just a swordsman. I say that as my health is very critically low. Lower now. Well, lever Kronk. My name's not Kronk. Although Chinny would be 100% would be a wrong lever person. Fall into hole. That's fine, don't worry. You may fall into a hole, but I'll catch you. Oh dear. Oh, it's materials. Root resin. Why did my brain go to the wedding in Final Fantasy X when Valefor catches Yuna? I mean, yes. Kinda would. All family did something scummy, was a surprise. Except, you know, unlike Valefor, I have 4 limbs with which to catch. And you talk about, you know, Final Fantasy X's wedding just reminds me of that amazingly epic line spoken by Seymour. Feel my pain, come anima. That sounds so wrong out of context. Let's have a look at these Ashes of War then. More barricade shield, I can't do anything with that. Oh, there we go. Sacred dismount the curved sword slash spear side golden valves wake. Holy damage! And has faith scaling, but reduces all other things. Anima beetle. Ah. Fun little thing, Lydia. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but in Final Fantasy XIV, Anima is one of the bosses you have to fight at some point. So I found my build mag in Cyberpunk. Contagion quick hacks and the Stinger Contagion start off poison, then hit them with a Stinger because when I hit a poison enemy, it guarantees bleed, and when I hit a bleeding enemy with a Stinger, it guarantees poison. Some kids are going to be died like so. Jesus. Speaking of pain, you're going to do super bosses. Most likely, yes. Oh, gods. It's a fun fight to tank. Don't forget you could quit the AOW while I was applying the elements. Yes, it's true. Equipment. I don't know how, but yes I can. I slept in Golden Valnath and Dagger. Hey. I don't know. Oh look, I can get more root resin. Right, let's put a new entry in the counter. To whatever. You only summon one spirit ash in the fight, so choose wisely. You do realise I haven't been summoning them like ever since Margit when I rage quit beforehand. I have not actually summoned spirit ash even once. Traverse the mist. Let's see what I get. Oh, this isn't ominous at all. Black Knife Assassin. Look at the third spear. Well, yeah, I haven't been using them. I have not really changed my weapon, my item away from the flask. Okay, you're a really speedy bastard. Which makes no surprise considering you're an assassin. You are generally dex focused and nippy. Don't do a lot of damage, at least not with that one attack. So we're saying resub tomorrow for £5.15. Okay. Is the difficulty with this guy actually just hitting him? Wait. Where's most of his health gone? What? This thing was a masochist. Oh yeah, he definitely is. That's why Anima's so strong with him. Because like trying to hit her. I mean, somehow I have. Somehow I've hit her. She's losing health with certain things she's doing. She starts to fight with help missing canonically she's wounded. No, I could have sworn that was a full health bar. Yeah, just blind. True. Saying it straight. Yeah, true. Come on. Not remembering guard counter sort of thing. Yeah, it came to me, I was like, hang on a second. Her attacks aren't enough to knock my shield away. I wonder. Guard counters. Nope, nope, not yet. Nope, nope. Decent talisman tab. Talisman? Deathroot. Malk, yes. Root resin. Was that the thing that you wanted me to find, Pokey? Or am I still not at where you want me to be? If you're about to leave, that was opening the chest. Yeah, I did realise. I was like, I thought this was an item drop. Okay. So, next question. What the hell do those two things I picked up do? Critical hits restore HP. Would be wonderful if I did them. Some delicious fucking food. It's not equipable. Deathroot's a key item. Boys! Wait, what? Oh, spells, of course it is. Key item, so we are. So we both summon its strength, its faith, judge up its time. Talisman pouch, cracked pot, stone sword key, rusty key, chrysalis memo, Deathroot. Beast clergyman seeks and devours these. Oh, right. He's the best boy, the floofiest boy. What? Blade? Didn't realize he was a clergyman. Have you met the beast clergyman? Apparently not. If it's not Blade, better than Blade. I doubt that. I heavily doubt that there's anyone better than Blade. Go to the church in East Limgrave. This one? Even if not, there's stuff nearby that I need to go to. Plays big as brother. He needs to talk to D at round table to unlock that thing. Nope. Behind it. Is it just me, or does this remind anyone of the Orphan of Kos fight area, especially with that corpse being there? That has fallen to crab. Brain, Malk does like to take from behind, and you would know that, dear. So, if it's open, look around the area behind it in bushes for glowing blue light in the little lake. I'm getting mixed signals. So that is not the little lake. Because that's a big lake. It's Bigum's Lakeums. This over here? Oh, right, it was this. Okay. The big lake known as the ocean. Travel to another location. Mixed signals, you say? I can mix up a part of you, Lydia. Grail's Dragon Barrow. Why am I all the way over here? I feel like I'm in danger now. Oh, that's an enemy! That visor turned into a traffic light. Oh! Open the door. Bestial Sanctum. Oh, hi, Amelia. Sans horns. Can't read your mind, Pokey. No one can read Pokey's mind. Thought we were being helpful to Mount this time. Hand over Deathroot. Yes?
I smell it. Death. Feed it me. Tarnish. shall grant thee eye and claw. Feed me more.
Clawmark seal. And beast eye. Cool.
I shall grant thee eye and claw. Feed me more.
That'd be handy during sex time. Who needs safe words when your visor can change colours? That's very true. Although, I'm fairly certain, Lydia, that whenever it's between us, it's always green. Our left. So what were those things I just got? Did I just get more key items? Have I gotten a multi-item fetch quest? Well, one of them is. Said to tremble when close to Deathroot. Okay. So does that basically mean that whenever I'm near Deathroot, my controller's going to start vibrating? If so, that's kind of cool. So what's the other thing that he gave me? Beast Claw. I mean, it sounds like it could be a weapon. Let's have a look. Grafted Blade, Great Sword. I mean, that does look kind of cool, though. Walmart Seal allows you to cast beast incantation he gives you. Oh, right. So he's giving me something that I can't use yet because I've got nothing to use it with. Right, let's get out of there because he had a name. Grank, Beast Clergyman. He'll pop a message when you enter a dungeon that gives Deathroot or near an area with an enemy that drops Deathroot. Get them from and giving him Deathroot. Right. At the very least, there is one thing that I will say that I like about this more than the Souls series. There's no friggin' PvP covenants, which means I won't be forced into PvP just so I can get all the items. At least that's what I'm seeing now, and I really hope that that is the thing, otherwise no thanks. Because I farmed those items from normal enemies once already in Dark Souls 1. I am never doing that shit again. Oh, don't. Please, no. Good God. Still don't know what these things are. No covenants. Good. Hey there, you fucking Castlevania rejects. Oh, that's a bear! They're just bones. I got ganked. Part of PV goes as, those Vartha invade 3 people to progress this quest. Then the NPCs get invaded an area to progress it. Oh, thank fuck for that. Oh, can't go this way. Can't go into my map just yet. Still under attack. Still being chased. Mistwood Ruin. This is where Blade is, at least. Or was. Don't think he's here anymore. Oh, he said that he's going to be in Liurnia, isn't it? You just had to evade. You could kill yourself the moment you enter the world and it counts. Ha! Good. The PvP stuff, good. Wouldn't mind of that then. Open for business.
Welcome, dear customer. Yes, right this way. Right this way. Welcome. valued customer. Come, trade in our wandering emporium.
You say Wandering Emporium,
Buy something.
but I've never seen any of you guys actually move.
I've been hungry so long. Please?
Festering bloody finger, sliver of meat, beast liver, lump of flesh, Trina's lily, smithing stone 1, Medic Warrior's cookbook, armorer's cookbook, hand axe, arrow, Trina's arrow, bolt. Fuck it. I've got the oh, I'm 100 runes short. They move when you kill them. Why would I kill them? Obviously, or maybe you should eat what he's selling. That way lies madness. Is that one of those? Rather than use it, just gives the same amount of runes. There we are. There, I've given you money to get their bell bearings. Oh right, so bell bearings like the ashes are. Oh great. So it's basically, if I can't be bothered to go and find those merchants, I need to go and I basically need to kill them, so that so I can just, you know, centralize them in the round table hold. That sounds awful. You know what I recommend killing is a much later game area. So you can be a monster only because the place you set up shop is easy to get to. Ah. Simple. Just know where it is, take loads and loads of runes there, and just buy everything you want from him in one go. Simple. Like a meerkat. The demi-humans waxed wroth, now their mother's been taken. Where are you, Lord Kenneth? The night bedevilled by blood. Oh, that's a castle. I thought it was going to be a ruin, not a castle. There's infinite amounts of things. I would love to know if there was somewhere I could buy some smithing stone level 3s, but I don't think there is yet. I know it's from the mines, but I don't think there's a mine that I can go to that I know of that I'm capable of not dying from. Because the one that's in is it Carlia? I don't know. The place is over to the red. Oh, Selena. Celiano or something like that. I'll get it right one of these days. It's penguins! Yeah, it's Caled. Get this. There. Celia Crystal Tunnel. That's what I meant. Only crabs there. What's going on there? Eat the birds. Okay. Eat. Lydia knows how to get me going. The crystal stones, yeah, the thing that's smithing. Perfect. Never say I don't do what's needed to please you, Lydia. T-pose upon death. I was formulating a sentence in my mind, and then I completely stopped as I was, the sentence was going to be referring to you, Lydia, but my brain stopped processing the moment that it mispronounced your name as Lilia. I was like, what? That is not... Either that guy's got very shit aim, or he was aiming only for them. Maybe he might be aiming for me now as well. Oh no, aiming for me as well. Hi, soldier of Godric. Christ alive. Q, hello and welcome. Oh, but why have you got a mad pumpkin head? Why are you doing that much damage? I think it is Lilium, and now I'm sad because Elden later is sad as fuck. It is. It's really good, but my good god is it sad. Elven lead, as it's actually called, because otherwise Temp will kill me. Golden seed. Hey Lydia, found some seed for you. Elfen, yeah, I knew exactly what you meant when you said that. It's just I'd also I've forgotten it was called the Elfen lead, not Elden. Don't underestimate the power of the pumpkin. Oh, I don't. I have fought that thing many times. They are not to be trifled with lightly. Hey, Lydia. Ruffle some feathers, flew full of prot. I did it again, I called you a prot. It's because I'm going for proto-gen. I'm more used to you calling you a proto-gen or a proto, but for some reason, because I also know that prot exists, my brain stops after the T, but still keeps going for proto. Scrote. Okay, it's a smallish castle. That does not mean it's going to be easier. That just means that things in it are going to be more condensed. Why is there... Oh, you've just moved that far. It's a baby castle. Sanctuary Stone, which I've got no idea what it does. Otherwise known as a fort. Yeah, I always thought a fort was just a condensed form of fortress. And fortress, you know, quite hard. Old codger ahead. But you, castle, unfortunately, are moatless. I like baby castle better. Baby castle. Because where else are you going to find... What are you going to find in the moat of a baby castle? A baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do. Oh, it is a fort. Fort Hate. Baby siege do 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 do, baby siege do do do. It's a rat. That was actually almost it within the cadence of the song. I just, you know, was more shocked by it being a rat, for fuck's sake. May have to be lurking just to repeat something that's already been done. Ah. Yay. Yay. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, Jesus. Fucking rat. It's 3 AM, brain sleepy. Are you not able to fall asleep, Lydia, or are you staying up because you want to watch this? Oh, those are explosive. Will you quit it? Rancid arse monster. Yes, you, rancid arse monster. Oh, I'm sorry, but that's bullshit. You have so many crossbow bolts you can't pick up anymore. Jesus. Sorry, what in the dick fucketry blood elemental sword is that, you dick nut? Bleed to death. Bloody slash. That actually might be very handy for this weapon. Unless it takes my thing there. A little column A, a little of butt sex. I mean, if you want me to stay up so I can give you butt sex, then by all means, yes. Treasure chest ahead. It's an Ash of War. You're an Ash of War. Blood rose. Why are there so many blood roses, and what do they actually do? Well done. I'm not in the room, Max. No. There's exploration to be done. There's still enemies down there for me to kill. See? I found a smithing stone 1. Me. Blood roses are a crafting resource to make bleed-related things. Ah. There's also a door under here. I'm not sure if I should go in or not. Can kill those things in one hit now. It was cool place to see. Elden Ring is everything. Exactly. There's a cookbook in the rooms below you to make bleed bone arrows. Again, if your bone causes things to bleed and cause them to feel a little on fire, you might want to see a doctor. What's to spank? Is that another term for your arse, Lydia? Pot. Spanky spanky. Who put that recipe in a cookbook? Yes, the armourer. You're an armourer. And the craftsman. Pfft. Such lofty titles I do not believe you have claim to. So lonely. Oh my god, it's because it looks like a dildo. Doesn't sound edible. Nomadic Warriors Cookbook. Bones are very edible. They are. You know, if you're that way inclined, anyway. I wonder. Couldn't. Damn it. I couldn't. I couldn't. What does this say? Necessary item ahead. Guess if you like the crunch. Oh, you said bones. I read boners. I mean, you know, same thing, except they're not crunchy. Head tree. Looks genuine. Is genuine. Dexter's medallion left. Oh, it's that thing that people were saying about that the Finger Maiden said about uniting the two halves. If that goes crunch, there's a problem. Ah, it's just Crispy Dick. Crispy. Wouldn't trick you. Not knowingly, anyway. Is there a reason to go around there? I don't know. It looks like I might have actually gotten most of the things in this little section here now. I really don't want to go over here, because it's kind of nasty. Crispy Dicky. You're missing the big thing. The big thing? Where do I need to go for the big thing then, Pokey? Can't believe I actually just said that out loud. Oh, I haven't gone up here. Or to that thing. That's probably what Pokey's meaning about the big thing. And there's that bit I haven't done because I never crossed that bridge. No. That's either no as in it's there or no as in directions. Go multiplayer status? Wait, what? What's this? This would ruins it. What does multiplayer status mean then? Somewhere that you can summon and go for PvP? Let's see. That building next to the tree. What, the Siofra River well? Is that what you mean, Pokey? Yeah. Okay. Slightly shorter distance to go from the third church south. Also take me to a grace because I might be able to have I might have enough seeds to improve my number of flasks. I can't remember if I was on 1 or if that was my first. I do. Charge to flask. Yes. I now have 8 flasks of Crimson Tears and 1 flask nearly full heals me. So I'm happy. Happy is a relative term when it comes to Elden Ring. And if I stop hearing replies from Lydia, then I'm going to presume that she's fallen asleep. Which is entirely fair, because, as she said, it's 3:10 in the morning. I had to say it, didn't I? I had to say that I was happy. Happy are you? I was just saying, Lydia, if I stop hearing from you, I'm going to presume that you've gone to sleep, and that's no problem at all. Seeing as you saying it's 3:10 in the morning already. And you said, you know, your brain was sleepy. Just browsing Twitter. Any twits? Yo, yes, all of them. Oh, that tastes like someone, drained one of Satan's hemorrhoids and put it inside a Twinkie. Ah. 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 People stuff from Twitter deleted my account. I still have 2. I barely use them. If I delete Twitter, I'll have next to no social media left. I still haven't redone my my Facebook. And just get some fucked over many times. See, mine's never been messed with. And then again, I don't have any nasty things going on Twitter because I just keep saying I really don't want to see this shit. I don't follow. I do not have a lot of people I follow or companies or anything like that. Facebook hardly know her. Now I have to ask that you said that, Lydia, and I just absolutely have to ask. Can your visor also be an ebook reader? Facebook like arse audible. No idea. Let's just imagine, you know, you're laying in bed, someone's laying next to you, you're snoozing, they can't sleep, just, you know, do a little boop on the visor, a little swipe, and then ebook whilst you're snoozing. Probably do audiobooks. Imagine that. I am increasingly uncomfortable about where I'm going. What the fuck? Why can I see the stars while I'm underground? Oh, the pretty place. See, your comments on this, Lydia, make me think either you have progressed a lot further than me in the time that you've played, or you've watched someone else play this. Neither one of those is a bad thing. It's the fake sky. Damn it, Scaramouche. You seen Ed play this twice? Right. Thought it would be that. I thought it would be either Ed or Seth. Your blindness takes again. Wait, what? What have I missed? That there be ruins. And Ed and said add mods broke everything. What did I miss? Oh. I'll do it. They broke it so hard the credits refused to play. Jesus. No, we're not giving you the satisfaction of the credits here. Yeet. It's almost always death, isn't it? Your own. Christ alive, that got me. Melted mushroom. Mushroom. You kissed Herb. Herba. Well, that answers my question if you can mount Torrent while you're down here. The big question is, though, can I mount Lydia? Why is it always down? Badger, 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 mushroom, mushroom. So, it's not badger, badger, mushroom, it's badgers. Badgers, 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 badger, 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 mushroom, mushroom. Oh, cool. Never know where to trust bodies of water in Souls games, especially when I can't see. We're rich. Close enough. I'm just saying it because everyone seems to say it's badger, badger, it's badger, badger. But it's not, it's actually badgers. Likely unnoticed. He? You kissed Herb and melted mushroom. I can hear it. There's one of those testicles going around somewhere. And mushrooms, then you can make soap to clean your filthy tarnished. Never. Silver firefly. Grass. Behold, tarnished. I feel like I just got stonewalled. Beats are hanging on the wall above the message. Something up there, though. This is another message. I think I can hear it moving as well, that's the thing. I can occasionally hear a little stone grinding type thing. I can definitely hear that tinging noise. Sure then. Golden runes. There won't be so much of a dick move in this that if you pick up every single one of the herbers, you get attacked by something. That's a spawn condition for it. Gather every single herber in an area and suddenly smack. Didn't mean for there to be actually enemies around here. Sneak up. But oh no. Why did you let me come down here? Why? Oh, that's a lot of them. They do a lot of damage and they're tanky. But this physical resistant. Are they blind? Like actually blind? They are. But now they've stopped being blind because aggro exists now. Well, Pokey said to seek up, so up I shall seek. Well, some guy up there. Having a bad day by the looks of it. Laggy sword head, therefore try horseback battle. Okay. Oh, it's just more of them. Okay. If they are blind, I could literally just sneak past them, right? Smithing stone level 4. Awesome. If only it was a somber one and level 3. Smithing stones. The fuck? What the Cthulhu? On centipede. What the hell are you doing? Slow moving spell. That's probably going to explode. No, I just... Yeah, it did. Exploded into a load more. That was kind of unpleasant. Wait, what? Did I just... Vaguely ominous, but also kind of pretty. Yeah, that's just another way of getting around that. Don't like open areas like this with water. Reminds me too much of the Hydra. It's just item ahead. What? There wouldn't be, would there? Nah. Oh god. Nice try. And he got me ganked. If only I had a pickle. Bottom room. Up has been sought. Didn't go as up as I thought it was gonna. Oh, ooh, pretty. Excuse me. I'm curious. Well, curiosity sated. Not satisfied with the result, but curiosity was sated. There's a little hill up there. Let's see if that leads to anything. Probably won't, but it's something to do whilst I'm waiting for the elevator to come back. Well, to be brought back, I should say. Oh, hi there. Hi. Oh, you've got a lot of health for one of you things. Got to mention my character name is the Mighty Bug. Ah, nice. What does it say? So lonely. What about Peter Capaldi? Peter Capaldi is incredibly fitting. And so is Natsuki Subaru. Budding horn? The fuck is a budding horn when it's at home? I mean, when you're starting to get a bit of a chub. The Mighty Bug, then you could play Skyrim in this game. Skyrim is the new Doom, except Doom's good and stable. Not gonna risk overriding. Inventory, not ashes. I mean, it's an ash of war, but it's not a spirit ash. No, ashes of war. Bronze affinities and skills to armament, I won't actually say. Colossal weapons accepted. Still no head. Jesus Christ. If only I had a fire. Behold crab. Okay. Crab. So what's in here? Preserving boluses. Preserving bollocks, apparently. The Dark Souls community. Preserving bolognese. Bolognese. That is... Oh, that's a lot of crabs. And where there are small ones, there's bound to be a big one playing hide and seek. I've got a game you can play. You can play hide and go fuck yourself. There, it does have quite a bit to it. Christ alive, that actually scared the shit out of me. Oh, well, we're not playing Man and Madame, but I definitely got jump scared. Thank you. No, thank you. I was trying to pick up the item. My third death of this. Oh, that's my 20th one now. That's a lot of crab, said the surprised guy. No, good God. In the sake of ignoring the crab, it was agreed. I was trying to get the item. Just gonna do these push-ups. Oh. Yeah, only 3 deaths. Bye. The moment I jumped off of Torrent there, I did wonder if I had misjudged the distance. Be wary of Liar. It's probably someone said, you know, try down. Enemy ahead. Yeah, no shit, it ganked me. Jesus Christ, not even Torrent can run those things. Crab eggs. Well, that explains why it was so protective of those. Well, it's eggs. Wasn't even Lydia's eggs, just eggs. So that's a message, not an item, isn't it? What's a material? Oh God! Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, pretty. Oh, I found another grace touch. Where am I? Siofra River Bank. So this is the Siofra River. No idea what it is. Time for fire. Short dry stone astrolabe. What the f... Sure. Sure. Oh, Steak America. Yeah, there's summon pools, aren't there? Summon pools now functional. I've ignored at least a couple of those. Oh, and those are wisp things which look like the magics that shotgunned into my face. Oh, another crab. What is with crabs? What the fuck? You... Well, I swear you were invisible until I got close. Those ones are visible. What the fuck? I mean, ghosts, yeah, sure. Ow, 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 ow. Jawbone axe. Okay. Lump of flesh. Flesh. You are only visible in a certain distance. That's dick. Oh, thanks FromSoft. Thanks for giving me yet another reason to dislike your idea of fun. Light flame? Okay. I can just light flames with my hands, apparently. No idea what that's going to do, but sure, I've done that. See that stone structure? What? The one I just lit or the big one? Welcome back, Vesp. It's called pyromancy. Yeah, but I don't have a pyromancy flame. Don't think I do. Something unlocks if you like all of those. Okay. It looks a bit like a stone penis. I don't think I've got a pyromancy flame. I have a torch. I have no pyromancy stuff. When you say something unlocks, why am I immediately thinking of a massive boss? Good God, that's janky. Thanks, Remote Play. Thanks for being so solid. Oh, this place is... Oh, Jesus! You cocklicker. Okay, yeah, I definitely don't like those ghost things. You spawned. You weren't there the first time. You actually just spawned in. Definitely don't like those things. God, more crabs. Something in there. Yeah, move on to circumvent crab. Fur calling thing, you remedy. Oh, good God, it's not a crab. It's a ball of snakes. Oh, it's poison bloom. Lots of poison blooms. Smithing stone. Yeah, I actually do not see anything in there worth sticking around for. Bye. Torrent, please tell me why you stopped sprinting. And please tell me why it's not... Game, seriously? Oh, I'm gonna die now. Maybe not. You dare. Brief respite. Wonderful. Oh, Jesus! I do not like those things. In the league, I don't like you either. I really do not like those ghost things. I'd be happier fighting pursuer knights. Oh, come on, really? So follows the fine swipe of villains, 50 counts. Oh, wonderful. Another part of this game I don't like the design of. Hang on a sec. Oh, right, there's one right here that I didn't light. Okay. Oh, there's 6 more of them. And then unlock something in there. Oh, lovely. Oh, I already don't like. Map. Oh, I got the map. Hallowhorn Grounds. Why do I think it unlocks... Something unlocks if I light all these. Yeah. Fighting this thing. Vicar Emilio's big brother. Although, to be fair, that ass. Corpse Man of the Dead don't come back to life, so yes they friggin' do. Especially in FromSoft games. Well, found one of those 50 cows you mentioned. Jesus, and he ran off the edge. Hi. Oh, that's to go... No, it is to go up. I think I wanna. Get the feeling I'm gonna have to, though. Oh, the space is empty. Ancestral followers with bows of fucking SAS snipers. I can believe that. Oh, there's another one of the things to light. I'll buy another few ancestral followers. I think I can do this without aggroing them. Yes. You gonna come down and fight me or something? Apparently not. You're gonna stay up there. Like the bitch you are. Oh great! Both of them! Both of them! I hate this area. I hate those enemies. I hate this design. Ugh. Lillygram, hello and welcome. Just some of the totems, what it's like out of the way. I always have to look up a guide. In a sec. You're in hell, huh? Every time I play a FromSoft game. FromSoft just need a department whose sole job it is that when the designers come up with a really crazy idea for them to go, no. That's enough of your bullshit, no. So that's a private message. I think we'll just get fired really quickly. Yeah, because FromSoft are like, oh wait, if there's no challenge, there's no fun. That's why the boss haven't killed down there. Oh no. Would it be behind the one behind all that by any chance? Well, I suppose I don't need to worry about, you know, going and getting my my runes back because now they're all gone. I'm afraid to explore this torrent of bullshit instead. Turtles. Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay. It's 2... So that's 4 deaths in general. Lightning ball's done. Yeah. Yeah. Forgot about those things. I am on the verge of saying fuck this area. Back in a sec. Oh. What did you miss, Shin? Me saying fuck this area. Oh. This is poorly designed as FromSoft's idea of fun. It's near the end of stream 2. I'm going to put myself in there. I don't care. Go above ground. So I am instead going to go somewhere that's not absolute awfulness. Go here. Oh. No, I'm not going to go near that place for quite some time until I can go around there and, you know, not be bothered by anything that's there. What did Pokey told you to go to see your friend? Yes. Pokey told me that was the last thing that I needed to do in Eastland Grove. Not too conducive on, you know, telling me which way I'm supposed to go, but checks out it does. It's an open world game. They're not always known for their frighteningly good sense of direction, but then again, it's a Souls-like. Made by FromSoft themselves, so they do pride themselves on being like, you know, you can go anywhere you like. We're not going to give you that much of a hint. And that's the exact thing that turned me away from Dark Souls 1 the very first time I played it. Oh, I found a church. Church of Irith, though. Oh, this is a sacred tier, but who are you? I recognize those robes.
You're tarnished, aren't you? Then perhaps you could spare some runes. Believe it or not, I studied glintstone sorceries at the Academy of Rea Lucaria. For a small donation, I'd be happy to share my knowledge.
I've seen someone who wears your robes, who offers to teach sorceries, who has a stone head. Day 10 rooms. Not enough rooms today. Oh yeah, because I've been killed to fuck. Ugh. Let's use one of these then.
Oh, there you are. Care to donate, believe it or not, for a small donation? Well, bless you, bless you. You're a true saint. My name is Topes. Presuming you're interested, I can teach you sorceries, as promised. Only, none of them are particularly great.
Study sorcery. Glintstone Pebble fires magic projectiles from Glintstone, fires horizontally while magic arc, creates starlight to illuminate surroundings. Yeah, I see what you mean. They're not that great.
Apologies, friend. I'm afraid my meager sorceries are no match for your generosity. All right. I can tell you what I know about this place. That should help a bit. You've seen that structure to the north, towering over the water. That's the Academy of Rea Lucaria, where we study glintstone sorceries. Only its doors have been closed for quite some time now.
That's where Blade wanted to meet me, I think.
With the shattering, the Academy cast repelling seals on the east gate leading to the capital, and the south gate leading here. As you might have guessed, the seals are still active, making entry to the Academy impossible without a glintstone key. And so I'm stuck here. A fledgling sorcerer with little chance of acquiring a key. When they cast the seals, I'd just popped out. And now I'm uprooted from my place of learning.
So I need to find a glintstone key and give it to you.
Why
Oh,
not
tops.
find yourself a glintstone key? Without one, you can't pass through the Academy, and you'll never reach the Erdtree capital. And if you find an extra glintstone key, perhaps, once you've tied up all your loose ends, and I can be very patient, would you consider donating it to me?
You seem all right.
I'm a bluntstone. Nary a hint of talent for sorcery. But still, my place is at the academy.
Now you seem to be a bit sus.
You've taken an apprenticeship with Selen. Well, that is something. Selen was well known. The most promising sorceress in the history of the academy. I followed her at school. But there may as well have been an ocean between us. But Selen was expelled from the academy, accused of unthinkable treatment of certain sorcerers, under the name of the Graven Witch. I still don't believe the accusations. The illustrious Selen would never do such things.
Okay. I'll ask you about this again.
Find yourself a glintstone key. Without one, you can't pass through the academy. And you'll never reach the Erd Tree.
It's just the same thing. Yeah. Now, Tops is a great chill guy. He does just want to learn his simp though. Yeah, for Selen by the sounds of it. Then who wouldn't be a simp for Stone? I've seen her face under that stone mask. Mal, I'm surprised that you didn't say shoulders. First off, friend, then precious item. Oh, I swear Twitch to get you. Only if you report it. Believe me, I'm not large enough to have Twitch looking at me unless someone reports. Oh, fight Tops unless they followed by the undead from nearby grave. That's also possible. Increase amount replenished. Yay! +5. Woo! +5. Woo! Now I can't level up because I don't have any runes. Well, I have the runes in my inventory, which probably could do it. Meh. Boxing when the bot goes like Grace. After I killed Godric. Like, he's been there ever since I killed Godric. Don't know. My game's bugged. So I don't think you were here for it, Mal, but you know in the Wet Peninsula, you know there's a quest there where you talk to a woman and she wants you to go and deliver a message to her father in the keep? That quest bugged for me. He wasn't in the keep. Not at all. Wigrin and I looked. He wasn't there. Found all the messages saying that, yo, he's there. Nothing. Killed the area boss. Okay. Went and looked back there on my own. Still wasn't there. Another sign of him. No, not the top of the town, no. Where he's supposed to be, he was not there. Both Wigrin and I were basically, yo, he's supposed to be here. I even looked online and there's screenshots of him sat in that spot. He was not there for me. I go back to the woman who's the quest giver. She's dead. Which apparently only happens when you complete the quest, because he goes over to her and he stood by her corpse mourning her. He wasn't there either. I somehow completed a quest without being able to complete a quest. I went from point 1 to point 4 and finished it. I don't know. You know, he'll be the Revenger's Shack. Sounds like he just skipped everything. Yeah. But he wasn't even, you know, next to her body. No clue. Not a freaking clue. None of my alarms. I do have 4 of them set. That's very interesting to... But yeah, so that's where I'm going to be ending things tonight. Thank you very much for coming along for this surprise out of nowhere stream. This was not for the one-off game stream challenge at all. Don't worry about that. Next stream for me is going to be tomorrow at 4 PM GMT, which is 11 AM EST, where I'll be streaming for 6 hours, starting off with the one-off game stream challenge, and then we will go into the drunk stream with Fox, doing the potential end of Far Cry 5 and the beginning of Far Cry 6. So I will see you then. If I remember right, the grapes were there instead, which is super weird. Yeah, I remember something like that as well. So, hoping next stream is more fruitful, I'm able to join. Yeah. It's usually like if I'm having trouble with a boss, or having trouble with an area, or just someone outright says, "Yo, I'm there," and it's like, yeah, happy to bring them along. No special shout outs, no worries at all. But still, thank you all very much for supporting whatever you've chosen to show. It's all very greatly appreciated. Until next time, thanks for your hope and catch you to start next time. Yeah, no problem at all, Lily. You are always welcome. You're following, so you should, in theory, get announcements from me. Should. Whether they'll be on time or not depends entirely on how Twitch is doing things. Who knows? But yeah. Thank you again all for coming along, for your support, and until next time, I hope you have a good rest of your day, a good evening, a good night, a good morning, or a good afternoon. Whatever time is for you. Till then though, stay safe, stay amazing, and see you later. Bye!